Yeah, when you're getting towards the end of that third year, did you have a picture in your mind of what kind of actor you were going to step out into the world and be? What kind of roles you thought you might be sort of stepping into, that would be your kind of thing?
Yeah,
There was a little smile there, so I feel like there's something.
yeah, no, the head of acting, for well, the head of, he ran the course basically, said that he could imagine me on something like Home and Away, and I laughed in his face.
Did you take that as an insult or a compliment at that point in time?
No, 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 no. I just, I don't know. I never anticipated myself doing it. And I went, oh yeah, come on, as if I don't think that's going to happen. Who knows where they're going to go? Sure enough, that's where I landed. But no,
Because it was quite
I don't
soon
know.
after you graduated, right, that you booked Home and Away.
Yeah, so I finished in December of 2016 at WAAPA, and then I started in May 2017. So it was only a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah, and the girl that I was living with, actually, Brittany, who's one of my best friends, she started on Home and Away maybe a month or 2 months before I did.
Wow.
So she started it. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And she ended up being there for about 6 months. And then I started it. And so we were both, you know, high school students at Summer Bay High, which was the most bizarre thing because obviously we're both in our mid-20s and all the extras around us were like 16, 15. And we'd always we'd be in a scene, we'd just look at each other and be like, what is going on? What are we doing? I'm not 16. but yeah, no, I kind of had an idea of where I wanted to go. And I feel like I've always had an idea of where I wanted my career to go, but I never had a path to get there, if that makes sense. Like I've got this idea of what I want to be, what I want to achieve in my life, but there's no pressure to get there straight away.
Acting is one of those things that there isn't a path. There's no ladder. It's not like you can do one thing and then once you've done that thing, you get to go on to the next rung. You might actually get knocked down a couple, and then you might get bumped up 10. And there's no rhyme or reason really to it. There's so much chance involved. You just have to be ready for the moments when they appear.
And you can't exactly follow anybody else's path as well. You can learn from them, and you can be like, oh, that'd be a great way to, to spend my life. Like for example, like you have people that you look up to. Like for example, Joel Edgerton is somebody that I love because he writes, directs, he acts, contributes to Australian content as well as overseas. Like that. As him, I'm like, that is so cool. I want to somehow be that. But at the same time, you can't exactly follow his exact path because your path is different. You're a different person.
The timing is always going to be different. The roles that come across are always going to be different. You're never going to have the same thing happen. You can try to set it up. I mean, you writing stuff can be really helpful. You can make your own work, and that's more accessible now than it ever has been. So we're kind of lucky in that way. If you really want to play a particular kind of role, you can actually make that happen. And if you know what you're doing, then maybe you can actually that can go worldwide quite easily now. More people watch YouTube than anything else, I think. So, right now,
short content, like web series and little bites that are 5 minutes long. People love to ingest that kind of stuff.
Hello, and thank you for watching this takTalks clip. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you want to see the full conversation, click here. If you want to see all of the takTalk clips, click here. And if you want to see all of the takTalk conversations, click here.